Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, May 27, 2022. This will happen thanks to the fact that your first house is strongly influenced by the benign and favorable energy of the planet Jupiter, which will give you a very good expansion of those ideas that characterize you so much, and Saturn will allow you to maintain discipline and correct handling of those ideas. Energies to give them form and to be able to materialize them, recognizing yourself as someone capable of bringing your ideas down to earth. You will have a lot of energy available to be able to have many activities in your home either alone or together that involve intellectual development or emotional enjoyment thanks to the presence of Uranus and the Moon in your fourth house in the sign of Taurus. That in addition all this will be greatly benefited by the enormous energy that the Sun is going to grant them. Your 12th house is going to be attacking you strongly from the subconscious in terms of structural reforms of your work, your body, or your economy, so it will be very good for you to be aware of this because it is the energy of Pluto in Capricorn that will be turning you somewhat unstable throughout the day on these issues. You are attracted to people with a strong personality, innate charisma, personal magnetism, and a lot of passion in what they do. So these qualities of Leo who are located in your 7th house will be the most suitable for you if you are looking for a partner who loves you, completely fall in love. You may want to let go of everything that no longer works in your life and start from scratch today. You will certainly realize that it is time to change your car which is falling apart or to put away your schoolboy clothes in your closet. Yes. You are sometimes a little too attached to your past. Throw away, sort, put away. Your 5th house in the sign of Gemini tells us that your tastes and amusements will come from communication and science that with the presence of the planets Venus and Mercury will bring about a whole sensual and intellectual charge to these communications and that with whom you are sharing them very possibly it is someone very special to you. Dress in your best clothes before going out today. And smile, smile again and again. You radiate happiness and your enthusiasm is contagious. Open your heart and speak without taboo of love and friendship. You are a real ray of sunshine in this world of brutes. So lift your chin, stand up straight and walk with your head held high. Take great care of your lungs and the handling of knives and sharp objects, especially iron ones, because Mars within the sign of Cancer tells us that there is this susceptibility to suffering from some lung disease or referring to the chest area and being the victim of a cut. Tune into the uplifting energy flowing today. It promotes contacts and social activities, if not worldly. You will find that there is enough oxygen to sustain your inner fire. Take the lead in the collective movements in which you will participate and the others will follow you voluntarily. The world resonates within you and stirs up great projects that you had built up in a corner of your head. It's time to throw them. Do not despair at the slightest provocation that you have with the people around you in your work environment because the planet Mars in the sign of Cancer is going to make your emotions within the work environment quite aggressive and rough, which is not a good thing when it comes to offer a service or product. Here is another day of stress in perspective. So already get ready to lose as little energy as possible in ultimately useless anger. You will need to work today on all the material aspects of your businesses. Your ideas are good, but to gain the approval of those around you, you will have to make an effort to make them more concrete. That's probably the work of the day. The emotions and the service and attention to them are going to bring you economic incentives because Pisces with Neptune inside your house too tells us that if you are a psychologist, therapist, or you are simply very good at listening, this is going to bring you economic income thanks to offering your emotional support services. Today is a very favorable time for financial undertakings. If you wanted to get a raise or negotiate an arrangement, an amendment, in a matter of money, all your requests will find a favorable outcome. Your intuitions will prove to be extraordinarily accurate and they will be of incomparable help to you in carrying out your negotiations. So don't let go, discuss the end of fat until the end. Our eyes in the sky. A helpful connection to the nodes of fate can help you see the path ahead, but you'll need to remember and learn from the mistakes of your past. Dreaming big suits you well right now because the universe is conspiring to open doors for you in this cosmic climate. Just remember that you'll need to responsibly follow through on any goals you dream up now, because Aries energy has a reputation for jumping from goal to goal before reaching the finish line. While there is an overall cheeriness to the day, you'll want to be on guard and watch out for short tempers in both you and others, because the Leo moon can sometimes erode our threshold for patience. A harsh aspect between Venus and the healing asteroid Chiron may exacerbate this sentiment, especially if you've been slacking on your self-care lately. As the day comes to a close, Luna shares a soft and helpful aspect with structure-loving Saturn. Set aside some time to outline your ambitions so you can break the big picture down into smaller steps. At this time, we have renewed energy to kickstart projects dreamt up while the moon was in imaginative Cancer, but we can also make more work for ourselves by rushing through tasks or running roughshod over people who get in our way. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.